differently when you're running this type of composition. You also have to be way more reliant on and Impact, which is fine because they also were like S-tier engagers.
Yeah, but in the regular season, he was 9th out of 8 junglers, by the way, as far as his mid-jungle proximity. In playoffs, he's 2nd, and he has really been... Bwipo's in trouble.
Yeah, Bwipo very, very close to death. Impact going forward for the 3rd hit of the Intofo strikes. The Croc tries to escape, but there ain't no running from the... Hits level 6. Dominus available for the Renekton.
Oh,
Umpty looking to come up and maybe assist him here. Bwipo's got half HP.
Inspired
no flash
yoinked
still,
it too.
Remember. FlyQuest popping that ulti there for the Renekton, maintaining control over the top side river. They got the 1 grub. The other 2 are going to reset. Bwipo running out of time here on the ulti for the Renekton as he jumps in. Call of the Meek heal off a 2. Now Umpty looking for the angle. Bwipo has lost the ult. Flash engage comes out with a twisted advance. And now with a little bit more damage from the bottom lane duo, Team Liquid's about to pick up another easy one. Bwipo drops and Yawns getting the money.
So while Inspired did yoink the Void Grub, he smited the first one.
Off the Dominus, you know, expecting some more potential pressure to come in. He's going to use this likely to just try to clear out the wave, but he is in a really tough spot.
Okay. Inspired going for the dive on Impact up here from the top side while Yon has to get away in the 2v1 down in bottom lane. Meanwhile, Impact staying alive for a moment longer, trying to go all out, but it ain't going to happen. Masu taking the kill there while the bottom lane fight turns into nothing. They tried to reinforce Impact with the Senna ultimate. It wasn't enough to keep him alive. Busio barely gets away.
That is very good news for FlyQuest. They needed to pull that off.
This is not good news. Bwipo has no ulti any longer, and it's more money over to TL.
Over the Zeeks a lot of the time. People just rushing straight towards that. As they're going to look mid.
Oh, APA gets shuffled back. Inspired looking to make his way into the minion wave with the first bandage toss. APA tries to get away. Quad needs 1 more hit with a soldier, and FlyQuest picks
items, HP items. We do see a Mumu sometimes go Leandry's into like a frozen heart, but then it's hard to get to a 3rd item as he's going to go all up, pull him under the tower.
Bwipo continues to find himself in tough spots as Impact tries to dash away while Inspired reinforces his top laner. Finally, Impact may have gone too far. Inspired barely survives while down to the bottom lane. Yon has to try to get away down to 100 HP as Masu continues firing. Core JJ firing off a couple of heals as they try to kite the fight backwards as Busio goes forward and Masu gets locked up. Busio grabs the kill on Yon. Masu arcane shifts in. FlyQuest comes to life, 5-3.
Huge Inspired diff on the top side. The Amumu we were looking at comes up with heroics. Fly Masu, the rookie of the year.
Particularly impressive considering they were down 1,500.
Oh, Busio hooks in, Umpty's here.
Busio wants it down the bottom lane. Yon's taken low, but the reinforcements arrive for Team Liquid. Busio is first to die. Quad gets a shuffle, but it's only on the enemy jungler. Inspired arrives, and Umpty flashes back over the wall to safety. FlyQuest brought more men, but they also lost one. Finally getting a trade back at the back end.
Pay this price no matter what, so it was necessary to get that extra kill onto Yon at the end. At the top, and this one is going to be a trade. Dragon will just get picked up, so it's 1 for 1 now. FlyQuest grabbed that one, even though Umpty, Core JJ, and Yon are down here. All you can really do is push the wave.
Busio goes in for the hook, finds his mark onto Umpty, but a nice use of the Bramble Smash to try to disengage it. Meanwhile, Core's gonna have to be pulled to safety from Yon, but Yon is already down to begin. Core JJ now stuck in the middle of 4 enemy players on FlyQuest. Impact makes his entry into the fight, but it might be a little bit too little, a little bit too late. Impact grab the kill.
One quad, this tower's basically dead.
Yep. 2 shots from APA with the extra damage over time on the grubs will do just that. Umpty now getting caught yet again. Dawning Shadow from Core JJ, but now he's in danger as APA fires back. FlyQuest has to retreat. They may have overextended and Core JJ is grabbing the first kill.
As is typical TL fashion, but FlyQuest have been getting a lot of kills for themselves.
Tier 1, mid lane will be defended, but TL will trade the top lane Tier 1 a kill, and they're going to be able to try to get this Herald.
He could ult flash on Amumu.
Impact is already on the flank. Inspired goes in. Nice flash engage coming out with the curse of the Sad Mummy, but there's no follow-up here just yet. Impact going all out, taking Inspired back over the wall as Busio is down to 50 HP, and APA is going to be the focus now. Bwipo takes him down. That's the first kill coming in for FlyQuest, but the rest of their lines are in danger. Quad is under pressure from Impact, who is an absolute raid boss yet again. He cannot be stopped. Masu tries to run away as Impact continues the chase. The 3rd and Tofo strike ain't going to hit. Masu jumps over the wall, but Umpty's ready to follow. Fully completed with the Moonstone, with the Echoes of Helia. We've seen how big of a problem this champion can be if he's allowed to just be an undeterred healing battery. victory in these fights, and Team Liquid's War Machine is not slowing this team.
Well, Inspired doesn't have Flash, but he does have a way over with the bandage toss.
Inspired's a man on a mission. He might try to go in and steal it away. Impact's going to try to keep him out of the pit. The Baron is secured, but now is Impact the sacrificial lamb. He wants to try to get away, but he cannot find that exit route. Whippo trying to cut off the rest of TL from being able to escape, but he can't get there in time. Instead, Umpty's ready to try to turn it, but it's still a 4v5. A nice shuffle from Quad, and Masu's got the kill on Yon. Team Liquid may have got the Baron, but everybody's dying as the prize.
They make the call, just get the guaranteed gold. It's only Dragon number 3, it's not Dragon Soul yet, and it is a Cloud Drake.
And we talked about how Team Liquid does the APA. Honestly, FlyQuest has been doing this a lot with Quad, especially in the more recent weeks where they've been putting him in the side lane, trying to get as much gold in his pockets as possible. Enough. He needed to ask for more. He needed to take more of the resources. They're trying to do that now.
That thing melts.
Yeah, that turret is already done for. Team Liquid, despite the fact that that power play is still negative, have found great value out of the Baron. Breaching the gates here in the bottom lane. The tier 3 turret destroyed. But now the Sun Disk is summoned up in its place. FlyQuest just trying to last these next 20 seconds until the Baron buff expires. But it's a double Baron Enchanted Cannon wave as Impact is ready to push mid lane up at the same time. The remainder of Team Liquid going to keep the pressure on the inhibitor down here in bottom side. Already got it down to half HP, but FlyQuest is looking for an opportunity to punish. Masu very low now. That opportunity for a punish ain't gonna look so great now as Impact has to try to get away. Quad ready to engage here with Whippo as they chase after the KazaLoLL.
With their range up onto the tower, up onto the inhibitor, while Yon was just staying out of range, barely there.
We don't know exactly where they are. They're playing in fog, so Umpty is here to cover now. If Umpty walks in too far, he could be in trouble.
Gonna drop the control ward in the brush as now Impact gets jumped on all of FlyQuest, committing for the kill on Impact.
4 versus 5 defense.
Baron's already below half HP. Umpty is not in the pit just yet. FlyQuest are trying to burn it down. Inspired should be able to smite this, no problem. Baron!
And wait for that better opportunity.
All right, no soul just yet. FlyQuest controlling at APA, trying to finish off this last remaining tier 2 turret. Still standing on the FlyQuest side with Impact coming up to reinforce him. It should be pretty easy to get that done. Busio and Whippo are both here, but they're not here in time to stop
this area. This is all dark now for FlyQuest, and they're gonna look for a pick.
That's the twisted advance on Whippo. FlyQuest made their last play with a 5v1.
Pretty much choked out. Most of their vision is placed around the Baron on that top side.
Oh, Umpty's very far forward, and FlyQuest is gonna go in after him. The Dawning Shadow ain't gonna keep him alive as Inspired has to try to get away, and the Sun Disk is summoned up, so TL cannot push further forward. Busio is overextended, and APA is grabbing the kill.
Lane just barely goes up towards the Baron, and now they're actually going to trade it. They're going to try and put pressure on Baron. It technically is a Callista.
It's so slow, though. By the time they get there, they're going to spot it with the Ezreal. Oh, this could be problems here for TL. We'll see if FlyQuest can actually respond.
Whippo just flashed to try to catch APA, but it didn't work. Now Team Liquid still going after the Baron, has it secured. They're ready to try to escape.
Heavily outranged by both the Azir and the Ezreal. It can be tough, so you can't be too squishy.
Remember, Whippo, no flash, but an engage comes out from Inspired. He's too far forward yet again. There is no follow-up on the Amumu. No matter how many targets he hits, it will not matter. Team Liquid now with a 5v4, still with Baron for the next minute and a half. FlyQuest are going to have to really dig in to defend this one.
It's going to get so tough for FlyQuest. They need to depend on Quad. His wave clear is so critical at this point. This is here monstrously strong, but look at mid lane. Bot lane is already open. Mid lane is about to fall down as well.
Impact catches Whippo, brings him back over the wall, and there is no escape. Sun Disk summoned up on the ruins of the freshly destroyed tier 3 turret here in the mid lane. As FlyQuest still has all 3 inhibitors intact for now, but Team Liquid is looking to change that and change it fast. Mid lane inhib should be the first to drop. Bottom lane inhib will fall to APA right after. Top lane inhib. Next in line is Impact and Core JJ. Put the finishing touches on that one. Inspired will respawn in about 2 seconds, but it's still half a minute until Whippo is back on the Rift. Just about the same timer as the Baron buff here for Team Liquid. First Nexus turret nearly dead already. Inspired looking to follow up with Busio. They want to find the engage, but it ain't going to work out. Inspired is already dead and APA's on a rampage. Impact leading the charge. The Nexus turrets about to fall. Try as they might, FlyQuest cannot withstand Team Liquid, and it's a TL dub to start the series.
What a first game we have of this.
Your ulti and playing at a distance. So it's going to be interesting to see how CoreJJ plays it out. Maybe trying to peel for the Misfortune and Corki if Renekton goes in.
First 3 kills for Team Liquid in game number 1 were all on Bwipo's Renekton. And with a champion like that, so much of it is not falling behind the pace of the game because you want to be that big threat. You want to be that powerful bruiser that dives in and actually has some sort of kill potential. Mountain Drake claimed here by Inspired, going to be traded with no fight from either side for the Grubs going over to TL the other way. As Bwipo pops Dominus, Impact's ready to go all out and try to drag him back closer to Umpty. There is no flash available on Bwipo any longer, and now that Impact has his ulti, he should have enough damage to make this work. Meanwhile, back over in mid lane, CoreJJ is going to be the focus, and Quad's looking to grab yet another kill. APA tries to escape while Bwipo wastes a lot of time for him up here in top lane, but it ain't going to be enough. They want to make the play in bottom lane. Bwipo looking for the angle here with the TP flank, but a nice interrupt coming out from CoreJJ. The hostile takeover chases after him, but it ain't going to find the bottom lane duo of Team Liquid. Bullet time to try to clear out the wave. Yon stays alive for now, but he ain't going to survive the dive. Busio gets away with 150 HP. Impact arrives, but it's way too late to get a whole lot done.
Yeah. You saw the Misfortune ult attempt. And they tried to clear the wave instead.
And I really like that they forced that as Masu.
Yeah.
Got out here, no cleanse.
Masu was not ready for the ultimate of Umpty to cut off his...
That you called out, to be able to flash in, stop the bullet time, keep the minion wave there, allow the dive to happen, and that forced a response from Impact, which was a little bit late, so they got that TP out of him as well. So, FlyQuest doing well in these early stages. The gold pretty darn close to dead even because there has been a lot more plates, it feels like, going TL's way. But FlyQuest has 2 early dragons, and the gold is close with a comp that scales really well, so they've got to be feeling pretty damn happy, I think, about their spot.
First turret bonus as well, and all
try to take it, but FlyQuest still look to contest. Herald is secured.
His attempt on Impact's life.
Well,
not a very...
Yeah, I don't know how scary this really is because it's Bwipo and Inspired. There's not a lot of damage there. Impact is summoning up some help as APA arrives first. Quad's going to arrive with a teleport of his own. The big ulti is ready here from the Dragon, but Inspired is already dead. FlyQuest wanted to make a move on Impact, but they just didn't bring enough guns. One more shot is all they need, but Impact with a rare miss on the 3rd and Tofo strike. Let's see if Umpty and CoreJJ might be able to finish this off. Not quite yet. Bwipo escapes. Inspired falls.
And meanwhile, I got to see on the minimap, maybe we can get a replay. It looked like Yon went into the Raptor Pit and ultied over the wall to clear the wave, so he wouldn't actually get spotted and interrupted by Busio on that.
Whoa, but happy spawn.
It's Wait a second.
Umpty. I don't think Umpty's going to be very happy about that one. Twisted advance, tries to stay alive, but it ain't going to work. The execution from Quad secures the kill. And critically, it happens as the Drake has spawned. FlyQuest already has the first 2. If they secure this one, they'll be at sole point on an Infernal map. But Core and APA are moving in to try to stop him. Inspired drops the ulti, just trying to lock up CoreJJ, who can't escape. Quad's on a killing spree, and Yon has to flash out. APA still firing back at him as Inspired limps away from the fight. The Dragon is still standing, but another Dragon is ready to continue pushing the fight forward for FlyQuest. Quad very powerful in this Aurelion Soul, and FlyQuest will maintain control over the Drake. APA trying to get a cheat control over the Drake situation, but only the single grub, no turrets to their name. Rift Herald also...
he's getting really, really strong. When you get to your 3rd item IE, you have so much AD that a full channel bullet time, more MR. But I do think this is a really risky build, but I do think it's defensible because it's not just about having magic resist, it's about being aggressive too.
Yeah. Impact trying to get away there with a Pathmaker as he goes all out, and Inspired's going to be locked up here on the front line, but Impact is incredibly low. Umpty has to try to get away from Quad as CoreJJ goes in for a big engage, but it's not on anybody valuable. Now he's burning away to the Leandries. Bwipo's on the front line, but again, the Sterex Gauge saves the day. Somehow nobody on Team Liquid is dead, but they are all in a critical state. Impact and APA are still trying to escape. The Blast Cone might be their only chance, but Masu jumps back over the wall. The Mystic shots are flying, and Team Liquid is trying to get away. They will not do it. A shutdown from Masu as APA drops, and Impact is running towards the FlyQuest base. Masu just needs one more Mystic shot to put him in the dirt.
But this time, you don't have the ability to secure this that fast.
Both top laners are on the other side of the rift right now. Impact interrupts the TP from Bwipo. Inspired is in the pit, and he steals the Baron away from Umpty. Team Liquid trying to get themselves away now. Another nice bandage toss coming out from Inspired. FlyQuest pull off the heist, and they get everybody back away. Impact with a teleport in now. Remember, Bwipo cannot match. He's got to go around the long way. He wants to try to cut off Busio, but it ain't gonna work. A flash away from the FlyQuest support now puts Team Liquid in very dire straits. A killing spree for Masu, followed up by the rest of FlyQuest engaging. Team Liquid running for their lives as APA is gonna get cut to pieces. Bullet time finds a little, but it won't find enough. A double kill back over to Bwipo. Only one left standing on Team Liquid.
FlyQuest take control of the entire game. Inspired.
On the enemy top laner, but it ain't gonna work. FlyQuest still going after the Soul. Umpty wants to try to contest it. He walks in and he steals it away. Nice moves from Umpty, but what about the rest of the fight? Bwipo's diving in after Yawn, but he won't be able to find the distance here just yet. Now gets locked up in the front. Impact going all out, taking it back over the wall with the Sterix. Gage again doing so much heavy lifting. Yawn is trapped. There is no way out of that one as Quad flashes back away and can continue slowing everyone down with a breath of light. It's 3 dead on TL. They might have stop the Dragon Soul, but at what cost?
Yeah, and Quad didn't get the assist tag on that last kill. Otherwise, he could have chased and they would have killed everybody. But this is just looking completely over here. FlyQuest chasing after APA.
They'll get away, but man, all they can do is watch as FlyQuest continues just moving forward undeterred.
Yep, able to take down this tower as well as mid lane. Look at that, Masu's whacking away.
This is going to get the news. Oh, this tower is actually going to die really fast. The AD carry is here. So now TL is really trying to play this hit and run style. They've got to look to escape. He actually was pinging that he was looking for a flank, but he spotted.
Oh, Inspired went in for the bandage toss on APA, but it ends up getting cleansed by the QSS. Now Bwipo versus Impact off to the side. Bwipo with the ulti once again. Impact trying to get himself away. CoreJJ trying to provide any sort of help that he can, but it ain't gonna matter. Quad's already on a rampage, and Impact is made out of paper. Bwipo continues leading the charge. He's got the Sterix ready to go again. Hostile takeover over the top of everybody, and APA almost dies to his own teammates. While the Dragon is secured, finally the Soul at last for FlyQuest.
And the death timers are so long that you should be able to get Baron.
He's positioning for a big ulti.
Quad also has a massive ult that he can drop on this team fight, and now Team Liquid's ready to go in, Inspired in the middle of everybody looking to lock him up as Busio tries to kite off to the side, but Masu's already dominating and APA's already dead. Hostile takeover over the top. Everybody on Team Liquid's going home in body bags. The graveyard is packed tonight, and the tombstones got horses on them. FlyQuest 5-0.
FlyQuest crushed the fight there. APA tried to go big, tried to look for a pick onto Busio, but Masu handles him easily.
Quad and Masu taking over. FlyQuest hit back 1-1.
FlyQuest 20-3, 11,000 gold ahead. Team Liquid is gonna have to reconsider how tough this series might just be. FlyQuest is striking back.
Playing against these melee champions, denying engage, the counter engage, things like the bailout. Bailout really has no value when you're just getting poked and chipped down. It's more about the 100-0 plays that you can try to turn around. So Karma Ezreal, they're picking. If they do, there is that chance that they could get jumped on.
Ooh, Bwipo almost stole away that Gromp with the call to Meek, but now the 3v2 here in the bottom lane. They just might kill Busio first. It's first blood over to Yawn as CoreJJ is traded back. Yawn has to flash, trying to survive a little bit longer. Mystic shot hits, but
TL, Ezreal also got a kill, so things pretty even in that regard, but it's well played by the TL 2v2 to be able to find that outplay in a 2v3.
Which is paramount for this TL as Busio wraps.
Yeah, Busio's coming around from the side. This could turn into a 3v3. Umpty's coming around, but he's still trying to finish off the Krugs. CoreJJ is very low, and he barely survives until the Mystic shot connects. Umpty finally getting into the mix, but Yawn is too low to continue the fight.
Side where Inspired's first here up to the Grubs. So since Team Liquid got their first Hex Dragon, it's on Impact here, coming down to confirm, yep, they are just trading. They are finishing off those Grubs, and it will give the global
to just try to distract the bottom lane duo of FlyQuest. The Dragon's down to about 1,400 HP. I don't think FlyQuest can do anything about it.
No, it was not. It was a pure stare down. So TL, true to their call, are not giving you the trades on the other side, although Inspired is
looking for it.
Okay, Impact face checking the brush here. Finds Bwipo and Inspired waiting for him. Flashes away, wants to try to survive as APA is ready to back him up. Inspired eats a couple of shots, couple of rockets. Third and Tofo strike does not hit Bwipo. He's still trying to make his way back into the brushes as Inspired wants to counterattack now, but he only finds the ulti on Umpty. True Shot Barrage comes in from downtown, but it ain't gonna matter. Impact's ready to enter the fight. Very low health bars for FlyQuest. The hostile takeover connects, but not onto the right targets just yet. Busio's still trying to get away. Nice.
All 5 plates and the tower. That is so much gold going TL's way.
game successfully. Secure that last little bit of the tiny Krugs, and Quad and Inspired, they're not going to be able to stop a whole lot of anything. Another objective goes to 2 yet again. Whippo popping the Dominus.
Ooh.
That's a Papega Frog Dominus.
Yeah. Impact had the read. I got to give credit. Impact had the read. He went backwards with the Pathmaker. Whippo clearly expecting him to go forwards into that gank. He says, I don't know where your jungler is. No one's responding to play mid lane. I think he might be here.
It's got to be happening, right? Well, that Herald's going to find the charge onto the tier 2 back in mid lane. Now Impact getting caught out, but he's going to go all out to drag Whippo back over the wall, and Umpty's coming in to help him to turn this into a 2v2. Make it a 2v1, make it a beatdown as Whippo can't do anything but try to get away from Cassante. That true shot barrage was coming from Whippo's own team. It's not like it was going to do a whole lot to stop Impact. Whippo still trying to get away here, at least forces Impact to...
There's a lot of tension. It's kind of exciting to find out who's going to be the MVP. This year, it could only be me.
True, he's got my vote already.
I agree. Impact for MVP. I'm on the campaign trail. But change one of these team fights. The skies descend. The AoE is the whole map. Might be able to cause some sort of a difference here, but APA...
Will say that Dragon was still pretty important because it buys FlyQuest a lot more time to scale. Both junglers hanging around as they're going to go.
Yeah, Core JJ is the bait as Umpty brings in the firepower. Hostile takeover right over the top, and Bucio's right into the ground. Inspired tries to escape, but Umpty does a nice job there with a Bramble Smash.
So the fans asked earlier, you know, how does Spawn's belt work, or how does it feel?
What's in the top lane for it, and Impact won't be able to stop that.
Yep, and he will be able to get a bounty. This is largely because Impact says, they're not showing bot side, they could all be behind me right now, right?
All right, this mid lane turret is not looking too great. Team Liquid might just try to hard force it down. Not quite gonna have the damage here just yet. One more auto attack from Yon might do it. Nope, just the damage over time. Fire back at AP and Umpty. Get him out of the jungle. All right, Yon's going bowling. Throws Core JJ right on in there, but a TP about to arrive from Quad as FlyQuest is ready to take the fight, but they got to be careful because Masu's already down to 20% HP. Quad has the skies descend. He might look to drop it right here on Core and Yon. Whippo trying to slice and dice his way in. He flashes forward for the Ruthless Predator, but it ain't going to be enough. There's so much damage coming out from TL. The ulti finally hits from the Aurelion Soul. FlyQuest is going to find the kill.
Yeah, they got separated.
That's why they're investing so much into this pick.
I mean, it's the whole lane, right? Like, you saw that thing. It covers the entire lane. So, you know,
into Renata and Maokai Ultimate. So that thing is totally gone.
All right, Soul secured by TL. FlyQuest still moving forward, chasing after him a little bit here. A nice handshake coming up from Core JJ. Inspired gets an ulti. It's followed up with the Aurelion Soul ultimate, but it's not the big one. Now Whippo's coming around from the side, but it's just the alligator delivery system. APA's happy to accept the package. It's a triple kill back for the Corki. Make it a quadra. This might just be what APA's looking for. He goes in. Pentakill. APA.
Captain America to the rescue, flies in, dominates the team fight. TL get the soul, and they're gonna get the game.
The rich get richer. APA started early, and he is going to end incredibly rich as TL strike back again.
TL had a rough game 2, but clearly they came into game 3 with a plan. APA was given all the resources, the bot lane was given the attention they needed, and Team Liquid is giving FlyQuest a knuckle sandwich. They're moving to match point, 2-1.
0-0-1 until the final fight of the...
It's also an Impact special. He has a few of them, right?
Yeah, that's true. He can choose to lock it any time, but you're right, Jet. You know Impact very well.
I do.
He's just going to go with the Ornn. We had the fun hovers from Umpty. No,
because Inspired got the sneak start on his red quadrant, and so it's really forced.
Nice lockup on Quad there. Umpty knocks him down to half HP, but Whippo has made a rotation over to join this fight. Inspired is ready to tip the odds in FlyQuest's favor. Umpty can't get away from that one. It's first blood for Whippo.
It's all infinite armor.
Well, FlyQuest is coming in to try to stop the Drake take from Team Liquid. Umpty still hanging around to at least try to smite fight, try to contest for this. But but FlyQuest just have the manpower. Flash in from Busio, going after Umpty, who uses the Arctic Assault to get away and drag Busio with them.
Fire's
Maybe
here
go
too.
Busio.
Yeah, Busio's decided to engage. Both junglers going to show up, but it's Umpty arriving first. Yawn popping the clans, trying to get back away as the Solar Flare forces the flash out as well. No summoners for the Team Liquid carry as Busio is low, but that's the Leona. That focus ain't going to be the answer Team Liquid wants. Inspired continues chasing. Masu with one more shot, and it's right through Yawn's heart.
So even there. So Bwipo decides to ult in the face of 4.
Yeah, Bwipo's going to try to survive this one. Let's see how well that goes. Trying to flash away now. Team Liquid with the 4-man dive. Impact nearly dying to the turret, but it ain't going to be enough. TL gets the job done while the Grubs are claimed by Inspired on the other side of the map.
Cost them quite a bit to get it done, but they did do it. They didn't lose anyone.
Flash at the end. You know, if you're going for the minion wave, maybe like resign yourself to the death. Still, though, FlyQuest keep up their neutral objective.
Bwipo gets out. He's cashed out the call. He's on one item, and maybe FlyQuest want to take a look at Umpty here. They're setting up for it.
Yeah, Umpty just face checks right into the barrage. Tons of CC comes down, even through the Dawning Shadow. Umpty just eats so much damage as the arrow arrives from all the way away. Masu even getting involved. This guy is a living emote, man. Everything is emotable, as you can see here. Sejuani's tanky. Glacial armor is great. You can face check a lot, but you can't face check that. Now Bwipo going in, 1v2. He knows he's got backup coming. Quad arrives, ready with a lightning crash, and Umpty Sejuani is suffering in this game. Okay. Let's go into the Rift Herald fight now, as Inspired and FlyQuest do not want to let Team Liquid get this. When FlyQuest are currently the ones with the lead, the Herald is going to be secured by Umpty here on the front line with the Dawning Shadow, looking to keep him alive as Inspired dives in. APA needs the damage, and the Ornhorn sets him up beautifully. Make it 2 for Team Liquid, as Bwipo has to flash the wall. Quad wants to go in with a lightning crash. He only gets 1. Masu slowed up by Umpty. Quad still fighting, still kiting, still shooting back into Team Liquid, but APA's ready to play. Masu and Bwipo versus 3 for TL. APA finally drops. Masu's fighting, but Team Liquid's winning. While TL begins
Here we go, look at Bwipo.
FlyQuest has already claimed the first 2. Bwipo looking to come around from the side, but APA is very strong, tries to Valk back away, but stunned up. Masu with the clutch ulti, and now Bwipo can keep pressing forward. Team Liquid collapses, impacts in the middle of no man's land. FlyQuest just hit a crit on the whole mid game.
Bwipo's got teammates. The Ash Arrow over the wall, the jump forward from Quad. They follow up, they get their kill, they take down the Corki, they take down the Dragon, they'll get the mid lane turret, and their rampage to push us to that game 5 continues. Masu does get engaged upon, but it's just going to be the little tap.
Yeah, he's chilling, he's chilling. All the threats on Team Liquid are pretty much dead. Yawn's hanging around, but without his buddy CoreJJ, his faithful bowling ball, not that much of a threat.
So they do stop the mid push, but bottom push is still going to be there. So
First blood onto Umpty, and he has really ran away with it. He's nearly 3,000 gold ahead of the Ornn.
Busio going in for the Zenith Blade. Solar Flare ain't going to find anybody, but Bwipo is once again here on the front line. Impact teleports into the middle of everybody, but he's not. Very tanky. Couple more auto attacks get it done, and Bwipo...
FlyQuest jumping on that teleport location.
And I'll say, one of the things that's tough with Ornn is you can't side lane very well at all. So if you get way behind...
At the teleport ward in the Raptor pit right now. You can see him in base. The Crocodile hasn't moved. There he goes.
He's ready to go. Umpty's going to be your target here at the very beginning. The Solar Flare lands on the CoreJJ and Yawn. Yawn can't get away just yet. The shutdown on Quad. Team Liquid's running him over. Impact got the kill on Busio. It's 3 dead and FlyQuest.
Getting so many knockups, so much done there by Impact, even from behind. Bwipo couldn't even...
Baron, though. Team Liquid going after it, but they don't burn it incredibly quickly. Now FlyQuest is coming in yet again with the Maokai looking to lead the way. Impact on the front line, soaking up some of the damage, but immediately Busio drops. Inspired
Watch Bwipo, watch Bwipo.
Trying to get away now too. Bwipo has to be the X factor here. Team Liquid still in the Baron, still trying to bring it a little bit lower. Inspired coming around from the side, looking for maybe a flank. Masu peppering them with damage, but it doesn't do a lot. Bwipo jumps into the middle, survives with Steric's Gauge. Impact is about to die to Masu. His quad firing. Team Liquid is aced. FlyQuest, massive play.
Quad with the triple. They evaporate Team Liquid.
See how much damage he got done in that, because that looked insane. Like the initial press of the ulti hit multiple members, and he was just ricocheting through everyone.
Bwipo, the front line here for the beginning of the fight. You can track to see if he
Quad.
changes
He's trying to
it.
find an angle.
They're looking for this. Inspired and Bwipo taking a little bit of damage now as Inspired jumps into the back line, going after Yon, but he's going to be protected for now. Bwipo still looking for some of the damage, goes after Impact. A nice ulti coming through for the Ornn, but it ain't going to be enough. Quad's already on a rampage, and Team Liquid can't get away. FlyQuest wants Silver Scrapes. FlyQuest wants
APA around the map, trying to make sure he doesn't get an easy recall while the rest of the team goes mid.
Exactly. Look at the death timers. 20 seconds or more for everybody on TL that's not APA. Busio just keeping him away from the defense angle. There goes your inhibitor turret. Inhibitor should fall now, no problem. Nope, they're just gonna leave it.
Gonna be able to grab it. And man, I thought this front line for TL was gonna be such a problem. It is a level 13 impact. Zeri is
Hail
almost time
Mary
to
here,
throw
yep.
it.
All right, TL wrapping around from the side. The zap ain't gonna do a whole lot here in the brush. Bwipo leading the charge. Here he goes, the Dominus ready. Umpty's the target. FlyQuest have found the trap. They do not care. They will turn it on its head, and they're about to find a second kill with Impact and Umpty both out of the way. Surely FlyQuest have a clear path to the Nexus.
That's gonna do it. Send us to Silver Scrapes. Let's see FlyQuest with their Cloud Soul run straight for APA. Wow, good chunk here on Damasu though. The defense from TL, only 3 members left alive to try and do it.
The defense would have to be crazy from Team Liquid at this point.
Had been chunked low by some pretty good poke from TL.
Wait, can they steal with something crazy
too
here?
late.
There's no way.
Team Liquid is trying to at least get something off the back
In fact,
of it.
that's Talon too.
DB.
Slowing him down.
And some tank items to follow it up. He is surviving so long in these fights, and FlyQuest can just run straight
Oh,
forward.
they're trying to go after APA. Bwipo can't quite get to him. Team Liquid firing back.
Wait.
Bwipo can't escape it. FlyQuest push stops.
Opportunity for them to turn this one around. It's still massively in FlyQuest's favor,
Yeah.
but as we can see, this was a bridge too far.
Insta-curse. Bwipo goes in under tower, and the Leona ult gets the slows, but no stuns on any of them. Senna ult over top. Yeah, it's just way too deep there. Not quite that tanky.
Inspired looking to go.
Yeah, Inspired's using the ult. That's your go button for FlyQuest. They're going to hard force the tier 2 turret down as Umpty and the rest of Team Liquid, the poke, the Corki, the main cannon here for Team Liquid. We're past the point in the game where Kallista's going to chew through health bars.
Yeah, it's just this poke isn't that meaningful from FlyQuest because Core is healing them up constantly, so it's going to be, all in 100-0 fight. You can see Quad is kind of hovering around the side. Right now, Yon is very split from the team. He's in an awkward spot. They're going to look for him.
Gets flashed on, but he uses the cleanse to try to get away. Now Inspired's into the back line, but he's got to be careful because he's isolated from the rest of FlyQuest.
APA's not
they
there.
nearly kill him. APA's all the way back in the very back lines as Bwipo soaks a ton of damage here in the front. Arrow only finds Umpty. Quad wants to fire off there with a lightning crash. He's going in. He's got the kills. Quad is running over Team Liquid. A quadra kill. Make it a penta. We're going to game 5.
Quad does it, and he's teleporting down to the bottom side with the minions. They're gonna end it for sure now.
All the way into the base, all the way into the face of Team Liquid. FlyQuest rises to the occasion and rises to a full series. It's time for Silver Scrapes.
What a great series. APA Penta to win their game for TL into a quad.
Most is going to be the one that wins the game.
Man, when you've got the diving power of like a Rel and a Kaisa together, I love seeing Renata as the answer here for the final pick.
Maker in that, so it's very interesting seeing the evolutions based on the things that are changing.
Oh, nice engage coming out from Core. JJ sets it up for you.
He responded, so he actually saw that, and that can get in your head sometimes. So we'll see how Bwipo can actually handle this situation here.
And his response was not a clap back. His response was, it sucks. This really sucks.
Yon level 6, Core JJ level 3, looking for potentially the dive up here, but Bwipo's doing a good job defending himself. Impact level 4, underneath the bottom lane tier 1 turret, also surviving against FlyQuest. The Grubs actually using the clone there, just stops to make it look like that's what was happening, but now the extra man is brought up. Umpty's ready, goes in for the blooming blows. Here comes the sleep. Bwipo taking a nap. A little bit more damage is all they need, but the turret shot's gonna make it a 1-for-1. That was critical for Bwipo to get that money.
I'm gonna get that counter kill back because I think if he doesn't get that back, he's toast.
Core JJ could be in a bit of a rough spot now as Masu and Busio are opening fire, but Team Liquid has more men. A pathmaker from Impact, and he goes all out to drag Busio back. Yon flies over the wall with a killer instinct, and that's
after they have their early lead. Just such a good reminder of how good they are and how methodical they are. The problem is, TL are going to be so far ahead, it's hard to even deal with if you can try and set up your Maokai and Renata coverage, but that's the ideal setup.
And they're forcing right now. Jan is going to push out mid because he can join with his ulti. This is a tough entrance for FlyQuest. They realize it. That's going to be 6 grubs. That's going to be first dragon, and that's going to be an over 1,000 gold lead. That is the benefit that TL got out of the swap.
Absolutely. Plates versus 6 was the overall final count, as that top lane tier 1 is still bleeding away to the Void Grub debuff, and Team Liquid will claim the Herald.
They're just so good. You can save that one for mid lane. It will one-shot the mid lane tower currently, so just finish up top side here. The classic, give all the money to APA.
Not really positioning for it. Inspired just coming out of base now. That mid lane tower gonna fall. And should likely be TL.
Yeah, I think Jan should be able to finish up with this tower in time for any sort of counterpunch from FlyQuest. They go mid, and they will be able to get the mid minions down, but they're actually trying to bully out Team Liquid from the vision around Dragon first.
FlyQuest ready to challenge here for the Drake. Top laners both having their teleports ready and available to join. You're going to see Impact already channeling his as the Drake is stolen away by FlyQuest, but Inspired is about to drop. He will not be bailed out. Quad gonna get it.
Yeah, they actually got juked there. A Yawn Killer Instinct to the clone, I believe. So actually went to the
wall. They get to control the rest of the map. And that includes some of your jungle camps. So we'll continue to put this Maokai a little bit further and further behind. He's trying to do the like super cheapo on sale tank items of the ruby crystals that you love, Flowers.
That's 3 of them. That's a lot of ruby crystals.
It is. It's a lot. He can fit another one in there if he wants to when he goes back to base. But FlyQuest, are posturing here around mid lane, looking for some sort of an angle. It's just, they're going to go now.
Oh, they want the engage, and they found a beautiful pick on the APA. The shutdown credit over to Inspired.
First time we finally see him off something besides the Renekton.
Yeah, and was put into a really tough spot, from the level 1 here as TL going to likely collect this.
Yep, they got the tier 2. Inspired is trying to lock him up. Whippo makes his entry into the fight, but it's not enough here just yet. Counterattack from Team Liquid. Explodes Inspired. And with the enemy jungler dead, Team Liquid's got control over the ring. All right, Busio will be the first one to walk towards him. TP looking to bring the full might of FlyQuest back in here as Whippo's ready to rejoin. Baron's already down to 4K. There is no jungler for FlyQuest side. Masu is poked down to death's door as CoreJJ re-engages on Whippo, and now he's going to try to find his exit. Bowling ball misses from Lilia as Whippo is sacrificed. Team Liquid get the Baron.
Started with 5 kills for him. That damage is just too much.
And quietly, APA's on 3 items now as well. He's got his rapid fire done. We can see Umti's actually working toward. It was a nice attempt from Whippo and Inspired, but Quad and Masu weren't connected.
Wasn't enough, but Whippo is looking for APA yet again. Beautifully done from FlyQuest. They get the kill on the Team Liquid mid laner, and they don't lose anybody just yet in the process. CoreJJ making a 2 for nothing for Fly on the defense.
Wait, there could
Whippo goes in with the clone flash E alt. And it means FlyQuest get that dragon. So
this is at the cost of a hard push mid, though.
Yeah.
So FlyQuest leaving Whippo to get that objective bounty on bottom side means their mid inhibitor tower instantly goes down. Baron has 30 seconds left, so that is 1 more minion wave for TL to push with.
Yeah, it could be top as well.
And it's so easy for Team Liquid to hard force these objectives when you have Cassante. That's the name of the game. As Core and APA now ready to join up. Impact and Core are just going to keep everybody from FlyQuest away. The Maokai ulti already sounded off as Impact's here on the front. The Baron is already secured. Impact flashes away to keep himself alive as CoreJJ with a crash down defensively. Impact still running. Quad still gunning. Beautiful engage coming out from Whippo. And Impact is down. Meanwhile, Inspired's been traded back, but FlyQuest may have just found their angle. Gun is still running, but APA is firing right on back. Whippo with the bailout trying to stay alive, but it ain't gonna work. Team Liquid is just too far ahead.
The re-engage from CoreJJ and APA. They take them down, and they're going straight for the base, Flowers.
APA using the teleport to get into the enemy base as fast as possible. The ace, the death timers are far too long. FlyQuest put up one hell of a fight. They went the distance with Team Liquid, but the best team in the LCS is staying on top all the way to the finals.
170 days since Team Liquid has been taken down in the LCS.